Hi everybody, welcome to another SciCraft episode. So today we start at the quad witchard perimeter again, and as you can see, we got a lot of work done. So the AFK sand placing machines are finished with the job. They fill up the area around the witch homes completely now with sand. Then we also built a coating around the sand blocks, and we also finished the complete carpet floor. For some reason we actually have problems with lightning strikes in this area, which is kind of odd. We maybe need to investigate later. Because yeah, we had some lightning strikes hitting this area, and fire blocks burned down the carpet. This is quite odd because we already have another perimeter with a carpet floor where we AFK'd for hundreds of hours, and we're not missing a single carpet there. So not quite sure what's different between those two perimeters. Carpet is placed the same height. The other perimeter we actually have a double carpet, but the testing we did back then in order to investigate kind of, as far as I can remember, returned as a result that the double carpet wasn't necessary. So I'm not quite sure what it is now. I really hope we don't need to put another layer of carpet on top with, of course, that same pattern, which is quite tedious to place. But it definitely looks good in my opinion. So what I also got done is we removed the pixel art on all four sides of the perimeter. So we had giant witches. Unfortunately, their feet got buried because we filled up the bottom sub-chunk with cobble in order to lag optimize this perimeter. So they were looking quite odd, and we decided just to remove them and replace them with 3D witches. We already got a design. I'm just gonna switch to the copy of our survival world so I can show it to you. So we're now on a week-old copy of our survival world. This is where we go to in order to do some testing. For example, got a suggestion in the comments of one of the previous videos to fill up the area under Witcher with 2x2 spruce trees. Panic was actually also trying out the suggestion, but in the end, didn't really work out. But usually do some testing like this on the server here. You can also see the old pixel art where the feet got buried, looked a bit silly. And this is the new design. That's why we also made the space. So we use the same 3D witch we also have at the giant witch farm, the witch at main storage. The only problem I'm having right now is that it would look a little bit better if the witch would be placed maybe 5 blocks higher to fill out the complete space. So I'm not sure what to do now. There were some suggestions to put the witch on a pedestal in a live stream. Or another idea that I also kind of found interesting was to put the witch on a giant lily pad. I would say we just try this out and see how it looks like in the end. I'm not quite sure if a giant lily pad is gonna work. Looks a bit odd in my opinion and doesn't really fit with the surroundings, especially once we have the carpet. Was worth a try, but not gonna go for that. Also not too sure about the little pedestal to have the witch higher. Also looks a bit odd. This is already surrounded with the walls there. That looks a bit weird. Maybe we should just build the witch on surface level. Just go with that instead. So we're back in survival. A few days later, we got a big progress update. In the end, we decided to not elevate the witches. I think it looks alright anyway. Would have been nice if they would have been a bit taller, but it's definitely fine. The complete perimeter is also finished now. I think we still got a few random chests here and there, but apart from that, the complete perimeter is now functional. What we also added is now the complete item collection and shulker box filling system at the bottom of the witch farms. We also added switches now, so in case the main storage would ever flow over with a certain type of materials, we have capacity to store each of those items in 5 million times. Then we could flick the lever here, blocking the item filters. So now no sticks would pass through anymore, and then they get destroyed. In here in the back you can see we got a little dropper setup that would dispense them into lava. So at some point, I think we're probably gonna block everything except the redstone dust, and this is the only thing we collect from the witch shops. But that's not the case yet. We actually already have 4.5 million sticks, so we soon need to disable the sticks. Technically, you could even make a system, but that's just way too much effort for what it does. Send a signal from the main storage if a certain type of item doesn't have storage capacity anymore to the witch farms in order to block those. But if you just think about it, that would be a kind of insane effort. You would need to send a signal through the nether over thousands of blocks, or directly through the overworld, even better, over 10,000 of blocks. So that's definitely not something you want to do. It's just way too much effort for little gain. So I'm gonna just block those manually. Okay, not everything on a SciCraft server that can be automated is automated. Okay, anyway, yeah, we're pretty much done now at the quad witcher perimeter. One thing I want to show you still is the nice on-off switch we have now, which is here. So we can turn on the witch farms by pushing over the block, and you might have guessed it, we have daylight sensors below, and the system we have at the bottom is actually quite simple. Just need to rip out some carpets so it becomes visible again. It's just two daylight sensors on night mode, and some comparators on compare mode. I think I missed it. Is it actually below a slime block? No, it's one block over. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, let's rip that out. So it's actually quite simple. So we just got those two daylight sensors here, and this is on compare mode. So when we push over a block, then this torch will turn off, and that's pretty much it. Pretty simple system. It's just important that this daylight sensor here is blocked off already. Alright, so let's try to get out of there again and replace everything. And then the next thing I want to do is actually go to the Witchard main storage, kill the endermite, and put in an elevator, because yeah, we still don't have a connection despite flying going from the portal to the actual storage area. Good that we already made a few elevators over the years. So this is the 7x7 platform elevator I designed together with Methods, I think 1.5 years ago, and I think this would be the perfect elevator for the witch farm storage. I mean, the witch farm storage is huge, so it makes sense to have a huge elevator in there. Yeah, so basically that's how it worked. We had a call function as well, and a flying machine elevator at the bottom. Of course, since the slime blocks on the side, the elevator shaft had to use non-sticky blocks like glazed terracotta, but yeah, this is not a big problem. In order to stop the flying machines, we had to place down those signs. It's actually quite interesting. A sign is not pushable, but yeah, it still counts towards the push limit. So we got a block you can walk through that would stop the flying machine. Oh, nudged over the giant. This is just here. I think I called the video elevator for giants. And it also goes down again. You could also stand on it. You shouldn't glitch through unless you have severe lag. So yeah, I think that would fit nicely into the giant witch farm. Probably have to adjust it a little bit to make it look nice, because plain white glazed terracotta probably doesn't fit in there with the seam of the witch farm main storage. And again, some time has passed. The whole server is currently coming together, trying to finish the witch farm project, at least to a state where it's presentable. Currently we have 20 witch farms, might add some more later, because we want to record a server tour this weekend. So I had some help from Freestyle Fox and Manipende, putting in the elevator into the giant witch farm. I'm actually on the copy of the survival server again, still need to put this into survival, but I really liked the decoration. So we can check this out. Maybe let's call the elevator. You can also see the color scheme. Instead of plain white terracotta, we have this now. Looks definitely so much better. Just need to be careful if we would ever update. Make sure that we at the bottom replace the node blocks with something that isn't movable in 1.13. And there we go. Can also step out of it. Yeah, as you can see, I already have some lines around, because I'm gonna copy this over to the survival world next. And here's also the updated area with the Witchard main storage. Yeah, I think this looks really nice. Skyracing is involved. Yeah, building up the system, etc. I really like how this looks. Top, we got some nice small pixel arts indicating what we store there. And it's a bit dark in here, so we got the huge redstone lamp array at the top, but yeah, in general it's just really hard to light up an area like this one here. What we've been discussing also was making a crafting system in the crafting table for the redstone blocks and glowstone blocks, which we could craft directly from the dust and glowstone dust. Of course, this would have been a nice idea, but the downside would have been that it's quite far away from the actual storage. That would have been the area. We would need to bring it over from here to the crafting bench. It's much more convenient to have it here on the side, so if you would actually have some, yeah, we still have some redstone dust left here on a copy of the survival server, just a week or two old. Currently in normal survival you don't have any redstone dust left, so you can just get the boxes and yeah, put it here into the crafting system. Actually, got even two, so I could craft redstone dust and glowstone blocks at the same time. Alright, yeah, that's pretty much the new witch farm storage. Definitely like how it looks. What I maybe want to add still is some way to get down to the chunk loading grid. It's probably not a huge elevator again, but maybe just some ladders or whatever to get down here. Also, maybe we should actually make this spawn proof and at least light it up. I hope you like the time-lapse. I'm really happy right now because the Witchshot main storage is now finally ready to be shown in the server tour. Alright, let's go down there to the storage area. Also put some minecarts here in the back in case somebody has a bad connection to the server. It's safer to sit in a minecart because they're calculated server side. There's always a chance the client could glitch through those blocks. Okay, the bottom area also now completely finished. Crafting system here in the back was built up. Freestyle Fox is helping out and build this up. And yeah, I think it looks pretty decent. It's a bit dark. It's a bit better at night because we have those holes here in the ceiling. So daylight could go through there. But you can also maybe use the tweak room mod and turn the gamma override on. So that's how it would look like if it's completely illuminated. But it's just really hard with such a large room. Yeah, on the floor we put down some slabs, so this is also spawn proof at night. And what's still missing is a way to get down to the drop chute. We got a fake wall here in between now. Maybe you could just add a door and then you can fly down there. I think that's probably acceptable. Don't need to overcomplicate it and add another elevator or whatnot. Alright, yeah, then at the end of this episode already. It's a bit shorter this time because I'm really in a hurry, and yeah, we want to record the server tour this weekend. So yeah, gotta finish this episode now. Also, in case you have seen all SciCraft episodes already with the Witch Farm project, it's still worth it to watch the server tour because there will be a surprise in the end. But that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.